Hello. Is this the whole stream? It could be. That would be a nice idea. I mean, it is a nice song. Can't argue with that. Alright. Here we are. It's another... I was about to say Monday, but it's actually Tuesday. Yep, it's another Tuesday. And I guess I'm a glutton for punishment. So after finishing King's Quest 5, I could also do King's Quest 6. Because why not? Oh, we got my little owl friend. Hello, ATM. I'm sorry about that, but you'll never stop being funny. Yeah. So King's Quest 6 is actually the one that I remember playing a bit back in the day. So I found out I never played King's Quest 5. I definitely played King's Quest 6. Not that much, obviously, but yeah, there you go. It's kind of a nostalgia trip for me too, in a way. So ironically, this is from the same year that of the CD-ROM version of King's Quest 5. So I can't even say we're playing a newer game. It's exactly the same year. It's 1993 again. So it's the same year as King's Quest 5 CD version. Unless I'm mistaken. But it should be the same year. So I guess we should expect... King's Quest 5 came out in 19... Okay. Okay, more or less the same year. But I think the floppy version of King's Quest 6 came out in 1992 as well, right? I think. And the Windows CD version 1993. So yeah, we're in the ballpark. We're in the ballpark. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's not that important. It's there. Which might explain why they have the same exact title screen. Okay, I guess we can start. Music should work. Again, I use should because the things have a tendency to go very wrong in my streams. But they should. It should work. It should work. It worked 10 minutes ago, so hopefully it works now too. Okay, let's move along. Let's do it. It is time to start a new stream, a new King's Quest. Ah, look at that fancy transformation. Yeah, basically the exact same title. And another great pun. Okay, I haven't seen the opening, so yeah, let's sit back and enjoy the opening.
Long ago, in the castle of a kingdom called
in a galaxy far, far away. Where's my remote here?
Alexander, here you are.
The Windows 3.5 version.
Still not thinking about Casima, are you?
Okay. Is it different from the Windows 95 version?
Son, it's been months.
Ah, the DOS version. Okay. Should I run that version then?
Met her that once.
I know.
Have you discovered anything about the land of the Green Isles?
No. No one's even heard of it. It's like she's just vanished.
I wish I could help. Please try to think about something else, dear.
I'll try, Mother.
Ah, defaults for using Windows. Ah, even if you select the DOS version. Also uses the DOS one says the best versions. Ah, okay. So it does like a merge of the two versions. Okay, it's a hybrid. Okay. Strange, but I guess we'll roll with it. The shot that blew everyone's mind. There it goes. It's our girl in the tower. Huh.
Cosima, wait! Mother! Mother, come quick!
Alexander, what on earth?
Whoa.
You're white as a ghost.
Mother, I saw Cosima. She was in the mirror.
In the mirror? The magic mirror?
Yes. And
Do
it
we have
showed
other
me how to
mirrors?
find her.
How?
The stars. I saw the stars outside her window. I can navigate by the stars.
Oh, Alexander. If
You
you
can see
really
both Alex
go,
and... Oh,
I'll be all
okay.
right, Mother. I promise.
I'm curious to try something real quick then after the intro. Just in case. It's not probably gonna change anything, but... From the dozens of version of J, guys, you get an all-text version of the intro. Nice. So it has a whole description of this scene with seagulls were squawking. Seagulls continue squawking. Squawk, squawk. Riveting. Seagulls are probably okay. That was clearly a shot of. We paid for the CG, we have to use it. I think also back in the day I played the floppy version, not the CD version, but I might remember wrong. But I don't remember the intro at all, so probably... Wow, what a band of merry pirates. Show the ship sailing to the suns, the storm breaks with covered with coastal Moncana. It did remind me of something. Copying from the best, we could say.
Turns to night, and the sea turns violent.
Here's a shipwreck coming up. Okay, we got a CG title as well. Word art, I was about to say it. Beautiful word art title screen. Ugh, this looks just ugh. Can't say anything more than that. We're also gonna keep it. In case you missed it the first time. Okay. Should we skip the credits? Okay.
Alexander awakens to find himself on an unfamiliar beach. For a moment, he is too dazed to remember how he got here.
I already put the text as well, boys. So.
Then, he does remember. The shipwreck, the sea. Just as he had seen his men safely into the lifeboats, a gigantic wave picked him up and tossed him overboard into the churning sea. That was the last he'd seen of his crew. Debris from the shipwreck is scattered along the shore, but of the lifeboats and his men, there is thankfully no trace. He can only hope and pray that the lifeboats survive the currents, and that his men made their way safely back to Daventry.
Will we ever find out what happened to the men? I have a feeling that we won't, but I might be wrong.
Alexander pushes the plank to one side. A box
We
has
do?
been partially buried under sand.
Nice. Ding. That's survive. Okay.
Alexander takes the coin and leaves the ruined box where it is.
Quality of the audio seems slightly better than 5.
Alexander's royal insignia ring lies abandoned on the sand. It must have slipped from his finger during the shipwreck. Alexander picks up his royal insignia ring from the beach.
Perfect.
Alexander has no need to carry around large rocks. Alexander has no use. Alexander has
So is there an Alexander for everything? Alexander has no wish to walk this way. Alexander has no...
Alexander has
Okay. Ah, classic Sierra Wilderness.
rocks abound on this lush volcanic isle.
Alexander does not want to touch the...
Alexander has no... A grand old tree stretches its luxurious limbs out over the crossroads. The old tree must have witnessed many intrigues and many tragedies.
I guess.
Alexander can see no reason to clamor about on the old tree.
Okay, just... Let's go to the town.
An old beggar is peddling his wares in the village. He offers a variety of lamps, all neatly lined up on a long pole.
After Kirandia, was it one of his... I mean, it can be worse than Kirandia. I definitely made the wrong choice starting with Kirandia. Also, why is the chat?
Lamps for new.
Okay.
Hello, is anyone here?
No one answers Alexander's shouted greeting. Perhaps he should find someone specific to talk to.
Okay, I didn't mean to do that, but it was funny. Hello!
Good day, peddler.
Good day, sir. If you would
Yeah, the
like
portraits
to
are
get
also
one of my fine new
better, I
lamps,
think.
I'll need an old lamp in trade.
Isn't it a rather bad business? Taking old lamps and giving new
We don't
lamps
talk
in
about my
exchange?
birthday. Never!
There's always a chance that I'll find a genie. If I had a genie, I'd be richer than a king.
The portraits are from the Windows... Okay, it's a mishmash. Wow. The heck.
Magic luminaries.
The girls are from DOS. But the icons are definitely from Windows 3.1. They are too clean. Also, I meant that I wanted to try something, but I forgot. Okay. I mean, that...
Old lamps for...
Shut up. I mean, that's a good improvement, at least.
Good day.
You know, Skins Quest, and most of Quest for Glories as well, of course. It's kind of... Arabian Nights theme.
Towering mightily over the other pawn shop curiosities, the stuffed bear makes an ostentatious display. The
Alexander.
world-famous talking bear has been sulking ever since his abduction from a small mountain community in California. He refuses to discuss real estate.
I see we're definitely going in with the jokes in King's Quest 6 compared to 5. This is high-res character, but the black and white. Ah, the classic thing. Okay, that also was the problem with Sins of the Fathers, if I remember correctly. The cursors looked like crap. Did you try to leave turning off the flame? That's a classic in Quest for Glory 3, I think. When the bear arrives and scolds you. Only you can prevent forest fires.
A small rusty hatchet seems permanently embedded in a log of wood. Alexander's mind races over the possibilities. Perhaps the bound duo is the local woodcutter's equivalent of the sword and the stone.
The cursors were down.
Perhaps someday, somehow,
What a mess.
someone will free that
You can
hatchet
win
and
them.
become king of the forest. Then again, it could be just a rusty hatchet stuck in a log.
Okay. Yeah, I would guess. I never played Sins of the Father Chrome Boematek. It's a huge
The
mismatch.
land
Yeah.
of the Green Isles must have at least one inhabitant with interest in
I
the
wonder what was
festival.
the discussion
A
behind
crystal
that. I mean,
ball has been traded
how
in,
can you
along
choose
with the
which
more
is better?
common
It's
household
mostly
goods.
a matter of preference, I guess.
Good day, merchant. Can you tell me what land this is?
By the moon's light, what a question. You must have been out too long in the sun, or perhaps knocked your head upon a rock.
No. Well, perhaps. I was in a shipwreck. you see.
Probably. I
My
don't know.
crew and I were trying to reach the land of the Green Isles. I think, well, at least I hope, my men got away safely in the lifeboats.
Ah, I see. You must pardon my incredulity, but it has been so long since we have had a foreign visitor. You wrecked your ship, young traveler, due to the currents and reefs around the islands.
Yeah.
If your crew was
Even though
wise
they
enough
do
to steer
present it
clear
as
of the
such,
isles and head
which is
home,
a
they
interesting
should be
idea.
fine. In any case, you have met your objective, however bumpy the journey.
This guy reminds me of Hermes from
This is the land
Futurama
of
also.
The Green Isles? Oh, thank the heavens. I had followed the stars, you see, and I thought I was close, but
The stars? You must be quite a sailor.
Because Peaches
But
it
what
was
is the
expensive.
purpose
I mean,
of
it still
your
is
visit?
expensive, but back then it was
well, I mean, I
very
hope to
expensive.
see-
So only
I met some
very
time
few
ago.
companies could
Say no more.
could afford that.
You are smitten
Most people
with
don't care
a
about
maiden,
sort of
are you
thing.
not?
Yeah.
What other than love could so
Also,
confuse
myself
man's
being a
tongue?
an historian, I care about the purity of the emulation. I mean, I like when it's convenient, obviously, but I always prefer when you give players the choice. You know,
Is she here?
of the kind of
This
experience that you
is the
want
Isle of
instead
the
of
Crown,
forcing
young man. The castle of
your
the Crown
idea
stands
of
on
the
hill.
ideal
If it is
experience
Cassima
on
you
the
seek,
players.
That
But
is where to look.
The castle of the crown.
it's free, so.
Thank you, merchant.
And good luck to you, lad. You shall need it.
Said also got Silex or super cheap rates because they want to get yeah, true. That's also true. Which is basically the same thing as what happened with animation magic, you know, and the Zelda CDI games. You know, most of the people who dubbed that stuff, you know, Akihida Octorok, and all that stuff was ultra cheap actors. Also yeah, it's a bit cut off. Sorry about that. That's what happens when you work with very limited budgets, obviously.
The pawn shop's counter is made of a sturdy teak. The wood is well worn by eager hands and well oiled by the shop's faithful keeper. An elegant little glass dish decorates the countertop. The dish is full of green mints offered for the enjoyment of the customer.
I like green mints.
Alexander takes a mint.
No jokes? Strange. Also, let me say. Take a breath. Oh. So I don't have any money anyway, so...
Alexander is carrying a copper coin of Daventry.
I have a copper coin of Daventry. It's probably not gonna be accepted.
Good day, merchant.
I can tell you she is in a dark time. Without the ferry, communication between the islands has ground to a halt, and so nearly has my business. Why the long ages of peace have ended, and why the crown has not done something about it is beyond me.
Dave Fenno is a
Still,
pawn shop owner.
I am a shopkeeper. not
Should I
a
know him from
politician,
somewhere?
And can only hope for better days.
Yeah, the voice king guy. Ah, okay. Oh, Lynn the Walking Dead. Okay, that's why it sounded familiar. Wow. Interesting. Shopkeeper in King's Quest 6. Wasn't expecting that.
Hello. I will be right up.
Oh, there's also death shopping.
What can I do for you?
An old man occasionally steals sidelong glances at Alexander.
Or maybe a
from
Sith. I don't know.
concealing
Probably a
hood.
Sith Lord.
Good day, sir.
The mysterious old man just ignores Alexander.
Okay. I'm being ignored.
A
Rude.
stone fireplace gives... There's a book entitled The Changing Role of Court Entertainers Through the Ages on
Wow,
a small
interesting.
table in the reading area. It appears that some regular customer likes that
And then
book.
you see a land of death and the destination. Ah, yes. I remember the shot of death in King's Quest 6. Probably one of the best. And yeah, supposed to use it for Brian Murder. Oh. I should play some Infogum games, but probably no one would be interested in watching a stream of a text adventure game. But I don't know. I feel I'm missing out by not having played most of them. I've played a couple of them. But
Good day, sir. I'm a stranger in this land. What can you tell me about the land of the Green Isle?
That is quite a question, young man. Who are you? And what would you have me tell?
My name is Alexander. I know I'm on the Isle of the Crown, but I'd like to know whatever you can tell me about this island.
You are indeed a stranger. Anxious is the man who knows not the customs of the land beneath his feet. This island is called the Isle of the Crown, because the royal family's castle is here.
well, that wasn't easy.
Besides the castle,
Name?
we also have this
An obvious
village
name.
and the docks over to the west. There are at least 3 other islands. The Isle of the Sacred Mountain, the Isle of the Beast, and the Isle of Wonder.
At least 3? Does no one know for certain?
We haven't counted them.
This is no ordinary land, Alexander. The land of the Green Isles has always been a place of vague boundaries, as if islands come and go. Legend speaks of a 4th island, an isle shrouded in mists. Then, too, the land of the Green Isles is said to exist on the boundaries of this world and the next.
That's quite a claim.
Claim, yes, but probably just local superstition.
Seems to be kind of a different vibe
We
than
who live
the
here
old
on
fairy
the
tales
Isle
from
of the
King's Quest
Crown,
5.
at least, sleep well enough at night.
Those first 3 islands you mentioned, how might I learn more about?
Ideally, a young man seeking such knowledge would travel to their shores and learn about them firsthand. Unfortunately, the ferry no longer runs between the islands. There has been much political unrest. Perhaps the ferryman can tell you more.
Okay.
And if you haven't been there already, you might seek an audience at the castle.
Thank you kindly, merchant, for all your good advice.
Ah, but advice is free, Alexander. Making use of it costs much more.
That's a quote. That's a good quote. Liking that.
There's a small table near the door that bears a sign. The sign has undergone a number of changes. It once read 10 pence, but that was crossed out and replaced with 5
They're
pence.
selling FIFA
1 pence,
07,
1
I guess.
free. The sign currently reads, "Take one, please." Only 1 book remains on the table.
And
It looks like the bookshop owner really wants to get rid of that book.
They're gonna take it.
Alexander picks up the book.
Oh, yes, please, take that book. You have my most humble thanks for doing so.
Really? Thanks.
Alexander is carrying a book.
Okay, we can't read it. No. Okay, it's a book. It's a book from the bargain table. That's all you need to know.
Red roses beautifully cover the top of the house's fence and gate arbor. There's a young girl in the yard. The girl is dressed in a long, plain orange robe with a thick headdress.
The description is definitely
Appearance
way
of her
longer now.
clothes, and from a skittish, fearful look about her, Alexander gets the strong impression that she is a servant, or even worse, a slave. The serving girl appears to be stealing a quiet moment tending the rose bushes. The girl is too far away to...
You lazy thing! Get back to work and stay away from those roses! I've told you 1,000,000 times, those flowers are too sweet for the likes of you. You've still got to do the breakfast dishes, make lunch, and clean the stables yet this morning.
Yes, stepmother.
Okay. No.
The girl is too far...
No, never mind. No conversation.
Alexander doesn't want to intrude on private property.
He's a very Nice gentleman.
Hey, stranger, come join me. The water is wonderful, and I can show you the way to the next island.
So sus. This young man is sus.
A young boy is happily swimming in the sea off the docks.
Good day. I'm Alexander. What are you doing in the sea?
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm swimming. I mean, come join me. The water's wonderful. I can show you the way to the next island.
Considering the poor condition of the shore, it looks like the easiest way to get. The powerful currents grab Alexander. Struggle as he might, he feels
Wasn't
himself
expecting
being
that.
pulled
What a
out to
surprise.
sea.
Not a very good swimmer, are you?
Help me!
Sorry, I think not.
Wow.
As his
What a
head
jerk.
submerges for the third time, Alexander finds himself pondering the wisdom of going out on a limb for a stranger.
Never trust a stranger.
Tickets only. Next.
Alexander couldn't handle those currents. That boy must be an unbelievably strong swimmer.
No jokes? Strange.
Come on.
Considering the poor
No, I wasn't jumping. I was going on.
as his head
Tickets only.
I like that you can also skip anything.
Alexander
Just gotta take it.
Come on, jump.
Don't jump. Don't jump. Stop.
that boat.
What are you...
Shut
A
up.
worn wooden vessel has been dry docked on a jetty. The boat is in sad shape. A hole in the hull and the condition of its boards make it obvious that the vessel is no longer seaworthy. That's strange. The young boy in the water just disappeared.
That's not how you knock. Gotta do.
Yeah, what do you want?
Alexander searches for a way to reach the black-haired girl whose memory will not escape him.
What?
The ferryman's face has been weathered by the sea air and by worry. He's definitely out of sorts.
Excuse me. My name is Alexander. The owner of the bookshop in the village told me you might be able to help me. I hear you used to run this ferry for the islands. I'd like to talk to you if you have a moment.
You say old Allie sent you? I can't see why. The ferry's not running, you know.
I understand the islands if you don't mind.
Well, I guess it'd be all right if Allie sent you. Well, don't just stand there. Come on inside.
Oh, how nice.
What is it you wanted to talk about, young man?
A table is positioned in front of two plain wooden chairs. The table consists of a board placed over a small barrel. There's a rabbit's foot on the table. Several oil lamps are strategically placed around the boat's cabin.
I'm a visitor to these islands. I'd like to learn what I can about the area.
So you said outside. What is it you want to know?
Well, for one thing, why has the island's only ferry been dry docked?
Huh. It just ain't safe to sail these days. What with the islands feuding and all. Wazir Al-Hazred ordered the ferry closed till things settled down.
But why are the islands feuding?
You got me. Something about stolen property or some such thing. 'Tis a real shame.
Then this unrest is recent.
A few years is all, but it's been long enough.
Perhaps if the ferry were repaired.
This old thing? This ferry's been out of water so long she's no longer even seaworthy. Her boards have dry rot. She'd fall apart at the first taste of seawater.
How many years has it
Must be
been?
some way to get off this island.
There's only one other way to travel that I know of. A magic map. The owner of the pawn shop can tell you more about that than I can, Alexander.
Tell me more about the...
I remember when I used to ferry Queen Ilaria and Princess Cassima themselves. They used to go visiting to care for the needy and to keep up the friendly relations between the island. I remember their last trip. Things had started getting nasty.
Abdul Al-Zared.
And when they came back aboard,
Was that an homage
Queen and
too?
the princess had been received
Not sure.
a bit coldly. Princess Cassima was such a pretty thing, and she was terribly upset. But who could be spreading these lies, she asked the queen.
What do you do now that the ferry no longer operates?
Me? I'm out of a job. The
Ah,
job
yeah,
my
they also,
ancestors
yes,
have held for
right.
generations. I'm
The
only one
crazy,
trying to avoid the reef and the
the
rocks.
crazy man.
But that knowledge does me no good now.
Is there no other boat on the island?
Boats don't last long on these shoals, as you may have found out if you got here by ship.
I don't know
You can
why
be
they would
quite
choose
sure
that
that
name
this old
for
ferry is,
the vizier
or
here.
was, the only
But
craft
why not?
on the island.
Tell me more about Princess Cassima.
Ah, such a beautiful child, and so pure of heart. Why, a contrary thought has never crossed her mind.
She even sang a song,
Was the
which
same.
goes, "Girl in the tower."
They served the islands, not the other way around. Ah, they are sorely missed.
Okay, do we need to know?
What else can you tell me about the...
I mean, you can ask Lovecraft to be knowledgeable about Arabic.
A bit crazy, mind you. Gotta have a good sense of
Hi,
humor
Jeff.
to enjoy a tour there.
Okay, can we go? I think that's enough out of.
What else can you...
Okay, yes. Okay, bye. Thanks.
Well, I think I'll be going now. Thanks for allowing me into your home.
Posh, not at all.
Posh.
It breaks the boredom, if you know what I mean.
It was very posh of him. I like that everyone is so pleasant here, though. It's a change of pace from King's Quest V. Everyone was rude and didn't want to talk. I mean, I guess Alexander is more of a nice guy than Graham. Graham was a little bit too buff, probably. Okay, should we go talk about the magic map? Let's go talk about the magic map. Ah, there he is again.
A mysterious old man also patronizes the pawn shop.
Intimidate people, exactly. Also with his buff voice, you know. Alexander sounds very nice and quiet and everything. Hello, my name is Alexander. Good day,
The
sir.
old man just glares at
Graham will go, good day, sir. So, yeah.
Excuse me, merchant.
Alex Atman in this
But
game
the
was basically a
ferryman
son of a
mentioned that you might
country.
have a magic map of the land of the Green Isles.
Why, as a matter of fact, I do.
It does remind me of it,
Under the
yes.
counter. It's been
Man, I loved that
for
movie when I
so
was a
long
kid.
that I nearly forgot about it.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it
It
like
was quite a few
15
ago,
years,
you
maybe.
see. The estate of a wealthy wizard fell into my hands when he died. It was useless magical junk mostly, which reminds me, I've still got some things of his in the back that I need to dump out.
A wealthy wizard.
Anyway, the magic map
Is
was
there
the
such a
one
thing as a
true
wealthy
treasure in the
wizard?
lot. The wizard was quite old and feeble and had enchanted the map to aid in traveling.
Really liked him when I played him, because well it aged.
But
I think it
one
aged
only
fine.
desire to be on an island depicted on the map. To
So far.
find oneself there. It is a very valuable map, as
No,
you
we'll
can
see. We'll see what happens.
Unfortunately, no one is interested in traveling these days. It is far too dangerous with the current state of the kingdom.
What would you take for the map?
I would normally want something magic in return, but since I am hardly overrun with
I can't get the face of Lee out of my head now that I hear him talking.
in exchange.
Etienne, you ruined my life. Are you looking for info about? Yes, of course. If you got any potential soft locks, let me know. Thanks. That's always appreciated. Also, now that reminds me, let me save. Magic map for sale. So you want something of value, of equal value. How about my ring?
Would you be willing to take my family ring in
Soft lock.
exchange for the magic map?
Daventry, are you a king then?
No, that's my father, King Graham.
I'm just a prince.
I'm just Alexander.
You know,
Well,
you meet
Prince Alex, she is a beautiful ring. Are you sure you can part with such
Big
a
thing I remember
unique
finding out near the very end of the game that
The
I was
ring does
okay.
mean a lot
That's a
to me.
classic CR experience,
I
right?
didn't always have a family, you know. Still, It is only gold. There are more important things.
It's just
at stake
gold.
now.
Who cares about
Then you
gold?
now own a magic map, Prince Alex. I will keep your ring out of sight for a few days. If you find anything else of great value in your travels, you can come back for your ring.
Oh,
I
everyone's so
take
nice
you
here.
down for gold.
I like it.
Ah, and a warning about the map. It will
Okay.
only operate when you are out in the open and within sight of the sea. The limitation has something to do with the teleport spell ingredients.
Thank you. You are very kind.
Uh-oh.
Suddenly, the old man in the concealing cloak sneaks past Alexander, and with a sneaky dart of his hand, steals a mint from the... The old man stuffs the mint into his mouth.
Aren't they
and
for
wobbles
free? What do you mean
unsteadily
steal a mint? They're for free. So... Eat. Okay.
Master, I was observing in the village as you wished, and I saw Manger. I don't know, danger? No, a stranger there. He says, he's Prince Blamentander of Slaventry.
Why is he drunk?
You fool! You've been eating those mints again.
Ah, he got drunk on the
mints.
mints.
Stop that!
Okay.
Yes. Master.
Now, who did this stranger say he was?
Prince Salamander of Pageantry.
I'd love to be named Prince Salamander. That sounds great.
Idiot! Are you trying to tell me that Prince Alexander of Daventry is here? Confound it! That's the young man Cosima met at Mordak's castle. The timing could not be worse. Tell me, what is he doing?
Solving puzzles.
He was in the pawn shop buying a magic smap.
Magic smap? What is this magic smap?
With the smap, he can travel to other islands.
That's a map, you dolt! Oh, drat it all. I thought I took care of the only means of travel.
So he didn't know about the map all this
By
time.
my scimitar. I can't have him stirring things up. Not now!
Oh no!
Get a hold of yourself and listen carefully, Shamir. Go to the other islands and tell them...
Who knows what he'll tell them. Okay, before we travel to the other islands, I guess we should... Oh, the man is gone. This cutscene is different if you visit the castle first. Okay. I was about to say, I'm gonna visit the castle, but... Nice that they changed it. I mean, makes sense.
A nightingale perches on a high branch of the tree. She sings the most beautiful song Alexander has ever heard.
But not as beautiful as...
Hello, Nightingale. What a lovely tune you sing.
The nightingale only looks at Alexander suspiciously and continues to sing.
As a tree. As Girl in the Tower, of course.
Two guards take their stance in front of the castle doors. They look quite fierce and have the stiff, blank expression of soldiers on formal duty. Alexander firmly addresses the guards at the Castle of the Crown.
Good day, guard dogs. I am Prince Alexander of Daventry, and I would like...
Prince Alexander of Daventry? He's the one, Wolf. See here now. We've been warned about you. Wazir al-Hazred has issued strict
Absolutely,
orders
absolutely it
that you're not
is.
to be allowed anywhere near
I will try to play a cover before this stream ends. I mean, not this stream, but you know, the King's Quest 6 stream.
Never mind your excuses.
I'll see if I can find the shorts, and we'll do a nice acoustic cover.
Not be getting into the castle today or any day. No,
We can all sing along. I know, that's a terrible idea. So that's why I like it. Okay, so they don't want to let me in. Let me in.
Under orders not to let you anywhere.
Let me in. Okay. Then I'll go left. No. Yes.
Vines have begun to climb the castle's stucco walls. The vines are too flimsy. The bushes near the side wall of the bushes are probably not hiding anything useful. The narrow path ends.
Okay.
Stained glass. The side of the castle.
Never mind. Nothing here, I guess. Okay, then magic map time. I'm probably forgetting like 15 different items somewhere, but... we really gotta enjoy the whole walk on the beach. Okay, let me save. And
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Let's go to Beast.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
That's convenient.
A little fawn is feeding on a grassy hillock near the sea. The fawn is too busy eating to pay attention to Alexander.
It seems to be paying enough attention, but okay. Uh-oh. There's a lamp.
Alexander is traveling on a path through a dense forest. A pond lies across the path. The water boils as if over some magical flame. Alexander has the denseness of the forest.
I don't think I have anything to fight the boiling.
Alexander decides to... and
Okay.
soon realizes a deep sympathy for soup vegetables as he learns the true meaning of being in a stew.
That wasn't a great joke. I was expecting something a little bit spicier.
Only. Next.
It looks like Alexander's in a bit of a stew.
Yeah, that's the same joke as before. Okay, wrong choice. Let's try again. Let's go to Wonder.
Alexander.
Oh, the oyster's bed.
One of the oysters is sitting up in bed and doesn't look very happy. He seems to be the only one who can't sleep. In the oyster's mouth, Alexander can see a glint of white.
Why aren't you asleep like the other oysters?
Oh, I'm so weary, but I can't sleep. I have a terrible ache in my mouth.
Nice voice.
The blue oceans. A string of letters floats in the water. The letters spell out, "Where are you going?" Alexander's heard of alphabet soup, but this is ridiculous.
What?
Alexander wade. The ocean currents tug at Alexander's legs. Alexander wades deep. The underwater before Alexander can retreat. The current. As Alex...
Tickets only.
I'm starting to hate this scene as much as the Alone in the Dark ending.
Alexander. Nothing happens. Alexander.
Why don't you let me see?
No way! No one's looking in my mouth. I hate dentists.
Should we wait for it to yawn or? No.
Alexander.
No. Okay. Never mind.
Alexander hears someone coming.
This is very the Day of the Tentacle. Ugh.
5 fierce guards of the isle we be. Watch for a foreign man, said he, with ears and nose, tongue, hands, and eyes. Its nature cannot be disguised. If mad it be, then mad it dies. Old Tom Troll, smell your smell. Do that which you do so well.
A gnome with a huge...
I think I can't do anything.
4 gnomes. Alexander searched.
Alert, my brothers, as we feared, a man has landed here. A man so sad-nosed, into the waving sea he goes.
They're really banking on this
The gnomes toss Alexander.
on this sea death. I mean, it's how many times have I died in the sea? Like 4 times already. It's like your main nemesis.
Tickets only.
Can always escape by telephone. Ah, right.
Guess those gnomes couldn't reach a consensus.
Bro, those jokes are getting worse. I didn't like the Day of the Tentacle comment though. I never liked the Day of the Tentacle puzzles, to be honest.
Alexander.
Okay, let's go to the other second mountain first. Oh no, the cliffs.
Alexander takes the feather.
Perhaps we can use the feather with the oyster.
Alexander picks the flower and is startled by its hideously strong skunk-like odor.
Okay, that might also work for the gnome with the nose, but we probably need some other stuff. Anyway, let's.
There appears to be something etched into the face of the.
So this is the copy protection, if I remember correctly. Something like that.
The granite cliffs cannot be. The granite.
Okay. Anyway.
Alex.
Let's see if I'm correct.
The little oyster looks far too grumpy to enjoy a good tickling.
Well, that made too much sense, huh?
Alex.
Okay, let's try the skunk. I can solve that puzzle now, though. You mean the oyster? Okay.
Alexander holds the.
Tom Troll I am, that's all I'll be. My nose knows all on land and sea. A flower of Listen, hark you, Brokenor. Do your duty as you swore. With your
Alexander.
I'll go back and try to solve the puzzle. Let's see. So it's not the feather. I don't really have anything
The
else.
small green mint.
I have a mint. The mint.
Alexander. Perhaps Alexander should find out more about the oyster.
Let's get to know the oyster.
Why aren't you asleep? What's wrong with your mouth?
No offense, but it hurts too much to talk.
What's wrong?
No offense.
That won't do anything for the little oyster. The little oyster.
Why don't you let me?
No, what?
That won't do. Alexander's oyster beds line the seashore. There is no Alexander picks up the object floating in the water. Alexander decides to keep the odd sentence.
Oh, so you using everything on everything. That's my favorite. I would using everything on. Where are you going? Okay, let's use the coin.
That won't do any. Alexander is tickled enough just to be out on his own on this adventure.
Ho ho!
Those oysters are all sleeping. There's no. That won't do any. Phew! Those oysters are all. This is the only. That won't do. There's no. That would.
The book. Oh, Jesus Christ! I even remember this.
Perhaps you'd like me to read to you.
Hey, that would be great.
Two dulcimers raised to the degree of 40 half dulcimers, divided into equal
I mean,
parts.
if you examine the book and Alexander said something like, "Oh, this is a boring book," I would have gotten it right away. But the fact that it said nothing.
Stretched over
But
the
okay.
total of 53
It's not the
relief
worst
piles
puzzle.
of wild beast
It's
lore.
fine. Ah, fuck.
Yields a gilded minnow of precise measurements.
When you bore a horse to sleep with it. Yeah, exactly.
2069
You didn't read the book you
centijoules
mentioned
by
about.
3,023,000
So you had to read, not examine it. Okay.
Not punts, as might
My
be.
bad.
Alexander makes a.
Hey, you fixed my mouth. It feels great.
The little oyster drifts into peaceful slumber with the rest of his oyster friends.
Another job well done. I'm not sure why I need the pearl at the moment, but fine. Okay, so I don't think I can solve the gnome's problem. Pearl in the tower, exactly. Pearl in the tower. Maybe I could give it back to the pawn shop guy, but that doesn't really solve anything. So we have a lamp hanging on a boiling lava, no, not lava, pool, lake, whatever. Which I don't think I can solve at the moment. I guess.
A large round round pot is one of the pottery pieces on...
I like trash. Let's look at the trash.
Alexander sorts through the odds and ends that the pawn shop owner dumped into the pot. Magic exploding gum wrappers, a shattered crystal ball, a cracked
I would pick up the fake thumb right away.
Near the bottom, Alexander finds a little glass bottle labeled ink. It appears to be empty, but Alexander decides to take it anyway.
Okay.
Good day.
Should we try it?
I found this large pearl. Might it be valuable enough to ransom back my family ring?
I have never seen such a perfect pearl. Certainly you can have your ring back.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't sell it. I'm a bit attached to it, I'm afraid.
Of course you are. You would be cold-hearted if you felt any differently. I am happy to see a family heirloom back with its rightful owner.
Perfect. A happy ending for everyone was had. So now I got my ring back. I got an empty bottle of ink, smelly flower, and a feather, and that's it. Okay.
A tall skeleton lends an air of mystery to the shop. He's speechless. The dusty shop. The back wall of the shop holds various odds and ends. For example,
Let's hear it.
a hull hole detector for finding those hard-to-spot holes in small sailboats.
Is that a reference to King's Quest 5? Is that a joke on that? No, right? It isn't.
Cat cookie mix. Play tricks on your friends, the box says.
They even made... How dare they make jokes on that? How dare they?
Golden bridle finder for finding...
Okay, I see. Those are all jokes. Those are all jokes.
Self-adhesive emeralds. What you use when you don't have honey.
Okay. I don't want to subject myself to these jokes.
Hello. I will be right up.
Who's this guy?
Now.
An odd-looking man is reading in the stuffed chair. He wears a vest, balloon-style pants, and pointed shoes.
Krusty?
Good day, sir. Is there anything you can tell me about the land?
I'm sorry, but I have no time for idle conversation. I'm too worried about the princess.
Excuse me again, sir. You mentioned the
I told you I'm not interested in talking to strangers.
Finally someone that's not very kind.
Excuse...
I'll show you my ring.
Determined to learn more about the strange man's relationship with the princess, Alexander...
I'm sorry to insist, but my name is Alexander of Daventry.
I appreciate the offer of the ring, Alexander, but I'm afraid I'm already spoken. Daventry? Where have I heard of Daventry? Flying flint mice. You must be Prince Alexander. Cassima told me about you when she arrived home.
Why, by a ship now wrecked upon the sand. But you know Cassima?
Yes, I saw her briefly when she first returned home. She mentioned a prince to me, Prince Alexander of Daventry. You see, she arrived home a few weeks too late. The king and queen thought they never
the classic dying of
It
heartbreak.
is said they died of heartbreak.
Very
I'm afraid
Disney-like.
she's blamed herself.
What a terrible homecoming. If we had only known.
Terrible indeed, poor thing. Everyone in the kingdom seems to despair with her these days.
Where is she now?
The princess
In the
is
tower.
twisted in mourning.
Ah,
It's a
stop it.
rather dated tradition, and not required, but the Wazir says she insisted out of respect.
I see. You've yet to say who you are.
I? Oh, pardon me. My name is Charlo. I am clown to the royal court. and had been since the marriage of Casima's parents, King Caliphon and Queen Alaria. Oh, those were the happy days. And Casima's birth. It would be hard to explain how long they had waited, how they had hoped for a child. I mean, she was such a charming little thing, smart as a whip.
So for a moment I thought he said she was a chubby little thing.
To this kingdom, Alexander, and to me.
About her grief over her parents, you mean?
Well, the truth is, I do not trust the Wazir.
Never trust
or
the
his plans
Wazirs.
for Casima. I'm still living at the Castle of the Crown as court clown, his clown. But it is more to keep my ear to the ground than out of loyalty. I wish I knew what the princess thinks these days.
Okay, the Nightingale is coming back.
Casima's pet nightingale. I might be able to send the princess a message. Now I'm afraid I must hurry back to the castle. I'll try to return to the bookshop again later.
Thank you for speaking with me, Giallo. I hope we meet again soon.
What a nice
A
little man.
well-padded leather chair, a small
How fare you, Merc?
Business could be better. Too many people are losing interest in reading these days.
Tell me about it,
It is a sign of the times.
as Prince would say.
How fare...
Where
Okay. We don't have anything to say.
These shelves hold a collection of oddly titled guidebooks. Alexander notices such books as How to Become King with Little or No Rupees Down, Finding the Right Girl with the Right Down.
1000 things to do in Silmaria when you're dead. What's a black book?
There's a book in
Ah, yes, this one.
Alexander feels his
No. Can we read it?
Alexander rests his feet for a moment. Alexander picks up and leafs idly through a book. Well, that was refreshing.
I'm glad it was. Okay, so I guess we have to go capture the Nightingale. I don't really have anything that might interest the Nightingale, along with not knowing where to put the Nightingale.
There's no
Shh, shut up. Oh, Chat is alive. Hello. So that there's Sing
A
Sing.
nightingale perches on a high branch of
Hello, Nightingale.
the nightingale. Alexander can't reach the bird.
It is very late. It is very late.
Alexander shows the nightingale. The nightingale.
How's it going? It is going. It is going. So far, nothing terrible has happened. So it's going fine. No soft locks, which is already something. I'm a bit stumped on how to progress, but I guess that's just par for the course.
Alexander is standing at a crossroad.
That's normal. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure what I could even do at the moment. Go back to the bowling pool, but
Alexander.
did I miss something here?
Alexander is standing at the edge of Alexander. Nearby, the stump of a...
No, don't think so.
If the tree stump is hiding anything, the trees have small Alexander has...
I mean, there's the cliffs, but I don't think I can do the cliffs.
A rabbit hops about rather fearlessly. Alexander would look pretty silly diving for that rabbit. The tall, narrow trees have sparse and relatively... Alexander has no need to carry off sand. That would have no effect on the boiling pond. A pond lies... Alexander... The forest... Alexander, not being an expert on poisonous mushrooms, decides not to take a chance on tasting the local variety.
Yeah, definitely 90 Sierra. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do.
Alexander... Alexander...
Alright, thanks. See you next time if you're around. Thanks, Idiom. But yeah, I'll take a quick look at a couple of hints because I don't know where to go. Thank you for watching. There's something you can get about. Okay, thanks for thanks for the even before leaving. Thanks for the hint. Okay, I'll go go back to the pawn shop. Let's see what we can get.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
Ah, so it's probably this. Which I'm not sure what it is. It's a statue of a bird?
Alexander takes a close...
Uh-huh.
I see you have noticed my mechanical nightingale. She is made of plain tin, but she sings the sweetest song you can imagine. The flute is only made of plain wood, but its notes are fine and true. Ah, yes, the painter's brush. It was well used by one of the island's best painters. There's a lot of creativity in that brush. Have you an interest in tinder boxes?
Oh, who
this
doesn't?
one is only slightly battered. It holds a good supply of flint, a sturdy striking pad, and even a candle in case you find yourself with naught else to hold the flame.
I'm interested in that mechanical nightingale on the counter.
What do you desire to give me in trade? The items on the front counter are all of equally slight value, worth only a copper or two.
Do you want a mint? No.
I have this copper coin.
Most interesting. I have never seen a Daventry coin before. The items on the front counter are the only things in the store that I can let go for the price of 1 copper.
Alexander looks...
That mechanical night...
Very well. Your coin is well spent.
I'll remember.
Okay. Let's see if we can catch the nightingale.
Alexander winds the mechanical nightingale and places it on the ground. The mechanical nightingale sings a sweet, tinny tune. The real nightingale in the tree cocks her head and listens.
Uncanny.
The nightingale flies to a lower branch and looks at Alexander curiously, as if she were deciding that this human might not be so bad. Although the nightingale seems... The nightingale sings... The nightingale... The nightingale...
Still waiting for something. What are you waiting for?
Alexander... It seems that the nightingale is no lover of the taste of peppermint.
Okay,
Alec, the little bird.
Hello, little.
The nightingale only.
I thought that would have solved the puzzle, but nope.
Alex, the nightingale doesn't. Alec, the little. There's no. Alexander holds out his insignia ring to the nightingale, hoping she perhaps is the nightingale.
Why is the snake
that
coming
John
down?
spoke of, and that she might be able to take the ring to Cosima.
Okay.
The ring is the one thing he had. The nightingale swoops down and grabs the ring. She flies off towards the castle, perhaps to Cosima.
There she is.
Sing Sing, what have you got in your mouth, my pretty? A gold ring? Sing Sing, where did you get this? Realm
The
of
girl, the
Daventry.
tower, we have
This is
everything.
Alexander's ring. Oh, my soul, he must be here. Sing Sing, I wish you could tell me what you've seen.
What you've
Is
seen.
he really here then, on this very island? Oh, if only I could leave this castle as easily as you. Take this ribbon, Sing Sing. If you know where he is, return it to him. Please be careful.
Only for extra
Alexander.
points.
It is so dangerous.
Let's
and
see.
Yet I could not wish you
probably.
away.
Why is she sighing so much? Because she is a princess and she is in danger. I mean, that's what you do when you're a princess.
The little bird makes a delivery. It's a red velvet hair ribbon.
Could it be?
Could it possibly belong to Cosima herself?
Or am I merely wishing it were so?
The large fur.
Okay, so I was thinking we might get the ribbon back to. Did you understand the snake? Yeah, I guess it's the vizier spying on us, or the guy. Ah, yeah, the guy with the eye. Yeah, it's the guy with the eye. Yeah, because we saw the eye gleaming.
Now,
No, there's no. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's no Jolo. Never mind.
The lady's hair ribbon is made of the finest red velvet. A long strand of black hair is caught in the ribbon. Alexander examines the red ribbon and finds a strand of long black hair.
Yeah, for a moment I thought that the nightingale was going to be killed by the snake, but luckily that didn't happen.
The strand of hair from the red ribbon is the color of midnight. Alexander can only hope that it belongs to his true love.
Okay, let's go exchange the nightingale, because since I guess we don't need it anymore.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
I brought you back the thing. Take it.
Would you mind if I traded this?
Of course, Prince Alex. Please choose something in exchange for the items on the counter.
Alexander looks close.
I'll take the flute.
The flute? Very good, Prince Alex. May its music always be sweet.
Thank you.
I thought we could use the flute with the gnomes, even though sweet flute music. That still leaves a lot of things to do in that puzzle, so not sure. Hello. Okay, so we go back to Wonder. Not to Beast. To Beast or not to Beast?
Alexander.
Okay, let's see.
Alexander.
Fierce guards of the isle we be.
Yeah, the parts are not. I mean, the writing is much better than King's Quest V for sure. Seems definitely a step up.
Alexander holds the flower.
Okay, so one is done.
Listen, hark you.
I'm gonna give you some
Alexander
flute.
plays the flute.
A flute, it's true, is a harmless thing, but the man who blows it. The man.
Fuck. It didn't work. Okay, never mind. No sweet float music. Maybe I should have used the nightingale, now that I think about it. Okay, let's try to use the nightingale.
If Alexander wants to exchange one of his possessions,
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
Of course,
Alex,
That
very good.
thank you.
I want the nightingale again. I love it. It is my favorite. I mean, I haven't used the walkthrough once, which is something, and it's 40 points out of 200. Almost 20% of the game done with no walkthrough. I mean, that's not bad for my standards, of course. There's also a photo gun announcement to point out that you are a human, just you want to make him think you're not a human. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I guess. Maybe the nightingale would work.
Alex,
I don't really have anything else that would make a non-human sound.
Alexander.
Old Tom Trump.
Alexander.
Tom.
Okay,
Listen.
that's right.
Alexander whines.
He said, "I'm mechanical nightingale. Get him!" Well, he's enjoying it at least. Why is it vibrating so much?
A nose is not a way to spy. My ears cannot be told a lie. A nightingale is all there be. No man is near, and so say me.
Okay, that's two done.
Taste, Grump Trump, that we might know.
Taste. Mint. Mint. We got the mint.
Alexander holds.
Grump Trump knows a tasty treat. It matters not what others bleat. No danger is this one so sweet.
Okay, it's 3 out of 5. We have 2 left.
Dilly, dilly, use your hands. Is it beast or is it man?
I mean, I could use the nightingale again, but feather.
Alexander holds.
My hands cannot be led astray. A man is here. That's plain as day.
No, that didn't work. Fuck. I was on the right track though. I was going fine until I wasn't. Okay, did I get the nightingale? No. Okay, let's get back to the nightingale.
Would you mind?
Alexander.
That.
There
Thank.
Thank, burp. Thanks, Lee.
Good day again.
There's a small table. An antique leather-bound book is displayed on a little stand on the counter.
How much for that book on the counter, merchant?
It is a fine book, is it not? I obtained it from the estate of the one
far as
and
inventory
only
goes,
magician this
like that is
kingdom has
investigated
ever
by purple.
had.
It is an interesting idea, yes. Especially the fact that, you know, each gnome has a different
So I heard.
sense.
I never found the spells all that useful myself. I tell you what, if you can find another rare book, something a bit more marketable, I might be willing to exchange the spell book for it.
A collection of children. Alexander is a little old. The window does. Alexander isn't interested in the cookbooks on that shelf. Right now, Alexander. Thinking of Cosima, Alexander decides to leaf through one of the volumes of love poetry.
Wow.
He reads,
Let's read.
Thy hair, thy lips, thy beauteous face, and all thy studied female grace have won for thee anon a place within this broken breast.
But breast doesn't rhyme.
Not bad.
Not
And
bad.
another.
If I say so myself.
Upon the shore the lilies bend, untouched by worldly care, where shadow they her earthly bed. Oh, that she were not there. Yikes. And another.
Yikes is the
What was
right.
it when I looked at you? What power has chained me through and through, and binds my heart with links so tight I cannot live without the sight of you? What nameless thing has captured me and made me
Is
powerless
it
to
following
flee?
the...
What thing is it without a name that brings my mind e'er back the same to thee?
AABB scheme of
The
rhymes?
name of love cannot apply. Its commonness does not decry the haunted, hunted, painful cry.
I like the haunted,
that my
haunted.
heart makes for you, that ere my soul eternal makes for you.
A little close to home, that one.
Oh, Alexander feels
returns the love poem book to the
pang
shelf.
in his heart. Uh-oh, what's that? Bonus poem?
Alexander picks up the fallen page. It's the love poem he particularly liked. It must have fallen out of the poetry book.
I see that old volume has lost another page.
I should have given it to Cosima.
Well, keep it if you like, sir. I have glued the stubborn thing back in place 2 times already.
I do rather like it. Thank you, merchant.
Must be the part about the group of blind men in the elephant. Each person only touches part of the other becomes a different creature. But yeah, that's probably what they're referencing, I think. I remember that one, yeah. I don't think we'll be able to speak with her this time either. Maybe.
The girl is too
Oh, it says. No.
Are you?
Yes, stepmother. The house and the stables are clean.
Then start polishing the silverware. Do I have to tell you everything?
Yes, stepmother. Right away.
Poor gal. Okay, so I saw a rabbit foot. Now that I remember. Maybe should try to get it. Since we're on friendly terms with the previous ferryman.
Oh, it's you.
Oh, it's you. Hi, go away.
How goes it, Alexander?
There's nothing of interest.
I see you have a rabbit's foot. Has it brought you much luck?
As you can see, my luck's been out for some time now. Why don't you take it with you? Perhaps giving the darn thing away will bring me good fortune at last.
Perhaps it will at that. Thank you. Well, thanks.
You're always welcome, Alexander.
Oh, everyone is so nice here. Very jinxy. Nah, come on. Okay, we might get another shot at the gnome at this point. Do we have it? So we have a denying it. Rabbit foot could be the answer to the touching part. I'm not sure about the final one.
Alexander's carrying a... Alexander shakes the bottle and imagines he hears a faint swishing sound, but decides he is mistaken.
So that might be a bottle of disappearing ink. I'm pretty sure. So that might be the final thing. Let's see if I'm right. Let's enjoy our slow walk on the beach.
Alexander. Alexander Hugh.
Also, how is it a king's quest if Alexander is a prince? You ever thought about that?
Alexander.
There's a, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Queen's quest. Queen's quest also sounds nice. Prince quest.
Alexander.
Vibrating like crazy.
No. Paste.
Alexander.
Grump Flump knows it. Tree.
Alexander holds the...
Be all you mad? What aileth thee? A bunny can't trill merrily. A hare does not at all taste sweet. A rabbit here is all we greet.
Okay, let's see the final one.
Never fatter. Vision can resolve this matter. Look you now and end this chatter.
Alexander pours the contents of the empty-looking ink bottle over himself.
Yep.
By all that's beauteous, fair, and sightly, 4 morons do I sleep with nightly. There's nothing there at all, I say. Enough of this. Let's now away.
Solved. Yeah, that was a nice puzzle. I liked it.
Alexander did it. He's fooled the guards.
Let's save. Fooled the pigs. Okay, let's go exploring. Nice work, thanks. Ugh, what's that noise?
The fallen log has a good-sized knot or bump. The bump on the log does not look particularly interesting to Alexander.
It does look interesting to me, though.
Milkweed thrives near the mucky swamp. Small bottles filled with milk grow on it like fruit.
Uh-huh.
Alexander takes a bottle of milk from the milkweed bush.
Oh, wasn't expecting that.
Apparently, the dogwood tree doesn't like Alexander standing that close. A large tree stretches knotted limbs out over the swamp. Part of the tree's trunk is shaped like the face of a dog. Why, it must be a dogwood tree.
Okay. Bye, dogwood tree. You reckon it's best I prefer monkey and with the characters all the talking? That's an interesting question, actually. I think with the good writing, probably I prefer the King style narrator. The writing lends itself to that kind of thing, like in Shadows of Darkness, you know, Quest for Glory 4. I think I prefer the narrators overall. So if I have to choose one, I would say probably the narrators. Even though, I mean, the character talking is fine too. Depends if the character has interesting things to say. That's the thing. Of course, if we're talking LucasArts, most of the times it has interesting things to say, so it's fine. But in other games, your mileage may vary as for interesting things.
Unless Alexander is mistaken, those plants must be baby's tears. Vines of sweet ripening tomatoes climb up little wooden posts.
Okay, we're going full on Alice in Wonderland here.
Is that lettuce growing in the garden? It looks a little chilled. Why, it must be iceberg lettuce.
I was about to say, isn't that iceberg lettuce? Oh, come on.
Alexander picks a head of iceberg
and how about
lettuce.
you, Jeff? Which one do you prefer? Do you have a preference, or...?
Ye gads! Is that cold?
He went out of character for a second there. Yeah, cat!
Alexander is carrying a full head of a queer-looking lettuce made of ice. The lettuce is rapidly melting.
We might use it in the pot. In the boiling thing. Wait, iceberg let. Okay, I don't know what I wrote. It's fine.
Alexander remembers what the pawn shop owner
right.
said about only being able to use the map out in the open. And
You agree?
within
Okay.
sight of
If
the
they're done
sea.
well, yeah, exactly.
He correctly surmises that the map will not work.
They're falling out of. Yeah, unfortunately, yes. I would say so. Narrators also, yeah, usually have the better voices, of course, yeah. And that narrators are definitely going out of style. We're all sad to say, but yeah. It does break the experience a bit, having characters say, I don't want to do that. Why should I do that? And all that, you know, usual stuff. I can use that.
Alexander
I mean, there are some workarounds, you know, this game, for example, where the character basically talks to himself or herself and says, why am I doing that? You know, things like that. So it goes around the fourth wall breaking thing, but yeah.
hoping to cool down the boiling pond. The pond's water slowly stops boiling, cooled by the ice. It still looks hot.
Cool as ice.
Alexander
Ouch! Ow! Ooh, 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 ouch!
The pond is no longer boiling, but it's hardly bathwater. Alexander takes the old hunter's lamp from the tree.
Yay, we got the lamp. 60 points, alright. We're going.
As Alexander continues down the path, he gets the strange feeling that he's being watched.
Come on over here and see what I'm doing with these flowers. Never mind that stone fella on top of the gate. He won't hurt you any. He's just there to scare you.
Yeah, imagine that.
A stone archer sits atop the lintel of the gate like a silent guardian. His stone bow is tightly drawn and fitted with a single stone arrow. The statue to the left of the gate shows a man kneeling down with his spear as though waiting for a target.
Okay, that's a perfect place to pass.
Gotcha this time.
It was a bit phoned in. I mean, it was pretty obvious that was gonna happen, but okay.
That move was slightly erroneous.
Boo. Okay, so that I don't think I can do much. Ball twice. I can do much over there.
Alexander.
So I guess let's go back to the lamp. Or also I could also go back to the Isle of Wonder. I don't think I've finished everything there is to do.
Alexander.
I was thinking bottle of milk. Where could I use but the bottle of milk?
Hello. Aren't you a bunch of fine-looking young plants?
Apparently, the baby's tears haven't learned to talk yet.
Good day, Tomato Vine.
Good morning.
Aw, they're also polite.
A colorful array of snapdragons stand guard to one side of the path.
Good day, Snapdragon.
The snapdragons don't seem inclined to communicate with anyone. The wallflowers look terribly shy. There appears to be a hole in the garden wall.
A hole? I thought that was a bug.
Through the hole in the wall, Alexander sees a land that resembles a giant chessboard. Wow, it really is a hole in the wall.
But
Zounds, those wallflowers sure are shy, and the snapdragons are awfully protective of them. Alexander can't even get close to the wallflowers without causing quite a stir. A curiously speckled gate marks one end of the garden. A red chess knight stands at the top of the marble steps. A noble white chess
love this
knight
screen.
stands
It's
at the
great.
top of the marble stairs.
Excuse me. What land lies beyond?
What land? Chessboard land, you knave.
what else?
And is Chessboard Land part of the land of the Green Isles?
It is the home of the red and white queens, rulers of the Isle of Wonder, fairest of the islands that owe loyalty to the king of the land of the Green Isles. But perhaps not for long.
What do you mean?
What is the purpose of unity with the great king and queen dead? The princess is worth serving, but the feud with the other isles is strong.
Someone's coming. There they are.
I must insist, Your Highness. I shall send the lump of coal.
You
to
get a
Daisy
lump
and the
of
princess
coal.
as a present for their wedding, and that's the end of it.
For the wedding. Whoa.
And I suppose you'll leave me with only this stupid spoiled egg to send, Your Highness. I want to impress the new king and queen of the realm as much as you do. As queen of this island, I have every right to that lump of coal.
Who isn't queen of this isle? The lump of coal is in my possession. Therefore, I shall do as I please with it. Besides, there's nothing wrong with that spoiled egg.
The egg, though delightfully spoiled, is not nearly
What are
so
they talking
valuable
about?
as the
Lump of coal
and
versus a
you
spoiled egg?
know it. Your Highness always got to carry the singing stone.
That doesn't count. The singing stone was stolen by that horrid beast. I should get to keep the coal just because my stone was stolen.
It wasn't your stone. It belonged to the Isle of Wonder treasury. Your Highness always thinks that everything is her.
Excuse Excuse me, my good man, but could you settle an argument for us?
Sure thing.
Which of us should get to carry the coal and which the egg? Remember, white is the color of deserving truth and virtue.
Quiet, your highness, and let him make up his own mind. I, for one, shall be more proper, and not even mention the fact that red is the color of love.
So it is the color of spoiled eggs.
I'm sorry, Your Majesties. I'm partial to both red and white, but I'm afraid that I don't know how to solve your problem. One of you will just have to be gracious and allow the other the lump of coal.
What a ridiculously stupid idea.
Quite ludicrous.
He was a lot of help, wasn't he?
Oh, yes. Obviously a man of high intelligence.
He's a prince. Can't argue with a prince. Also, thanks for the scarf.
The lump of coal goes much better with my gown anyway.
Okay, so all of this was just...
Silliest thing I ever heard. Red does not go with anything, being much too self-conscious. White is the perfect accompaniment to any color.
Alexander, you don't need to look at me. I don't know what to say either. They were fun.
Picks up the Red Queen's.
I mean, it wasn't bad. Perhaps a bit too long. But yeah. Okay, so we got the scarf. I think I think that's it for this island. I don't think there's much else we can do. No, Papa, go down. Don't take initiative, Alexander. Yes, leave. Good man. I wonder if the dogwood comes in play in any way. I like the dogwood. It's pretty nice. Let's go. So I'll go back to Beast.
Alexander. Alexander is standing. The dense. Alexander is.
Me entering.
As Alexander continues down the.
Come on over.
A brick lies in the grass.
Okay, I'll get the brick.
Alexander picks up the brick.
Nice. Okay, I think that's it. Unless we want to throw the brick at the statue, but I don't think that.
Throwing the brick at the stone archer might scratch his marble, but
Yeah.
it won't stop the archer's vigilant watch.
I agree with you, narrator.
You aren't gonna listen to me, are you?
Wait.
That's odd.
Okay. I thought he was gonna kill me anyway, but thanks for sparing me.
Alexander is carrying the lamp. The lamp is empty.
Okay. Okay, we might go back and trade this, but probably not now.
Alexander.
Try to go back. Yeah, but yeah, I'm almost over. I'll finish in 10 minutes. You won't lose much anyway. Yeah, I was thinking I was missing something. Okay. Thank you for watching. Good night.
Wow. Hiya, gorgeous.
Uh-oh.
What a luscious-looking hunk of flesh you are.
Thank you, I guess. Who are you?
How charming of you to pretend not to know. I'm Black Widow, of course.
Who else could it be?
The femme fatale of all femme fatales. Know what I mean? You know, I was just thinking it was time I found my 50th, another husband. It would be quite a horror, I mean, an honor to have me as a bride. Just look at my beautiful weaving. It's so light, so delicate. You'll never want to leave my little nest.
Guess not.
It is a lovely web, but my heart is elsewhere, I'm afraid.
Oh, drat!
She's a keeper, indeed, yes.
The loss is yours. I'm sure you'll change.
I'm sure no danger is awaiting us.
An intricately detailed spider's web has been spun between a pile of books and a small tree.
I like the stripteasy music as well.
That scrap of paper blew into my web from those books over there. The wind just thinks it can deposit anything here.
Okay, I can't save, so I won't.
Have you changed your mind? My offer of dead wedlock is still open.
In case it wasn't clear enough. Okay, thanks. I'm flattered, but yeah. What are all these bees?
The tail end of this island is a riotous scramble of books, sand, and a spider's web. The tail end... Little bees buzz around the books as though the pages were laden
Spelling
with the
bees.
sweetest pollen.
Oh,
Maybe they're spelling bees.
Jesus.
The tail end of... Piles of stacked books, looking ready to topple at any moment.
It's the bookworm.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize these books had an owner. I'm in need of a rare...
Ah, yeah, we need the book for the
No
magic.
owner. All books have owners, my good man. And this book owner, bookworm to you, wouldn't part with one of his books for anything.
Isn't there something I can do for you to pay for the book?
Let's see. Do you have an itinerant clause?
No. No clauses at all, I'm afraid.
As an exception, you always should.
But
Don't mind oxymoron and diphthong. They're fairly limited grammatical principles, you know.
I guess so.
Let's see. A marsh pig that does Texas?
What?
No. I'm afraid.
A dangling participle?
I'm fresh out.
A purple fiddle whacker?
A what?
No, I don't think so. Sorry.
An idiosyncrasy, perhaps?
Afraid not.
Ha! Then what good are you?
I'm useless. Okay, that screen was pretty fun. So maybe... No.
Alexander... Alex...
There he is.
There's an odd little creature dangling from that tree branch.
Hello, friend. Aren't you an odd-looking little fella?
I'm not odd-looking, you are.
Oh, it's Yoda. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you...
There is no try.
Speak not. Funny is, speech I am and nothing but.
You speak strangely, friend.
Strange, my speech is not.
But who are you? And why are you here?
Away I fly my home from. Lost I am, therefore. As my name too, can you guess not? It's what I do this branch with, and the way I speak of.
Ah, it's a dangling. Oh. Okay, let's give it. Wait. Oh, okay, there it is.
There's no reason to. Alexander holds the sentence out to the creature.
This sentence seems in need of an ending. Perhaps you could finish it?
Where are you going? Where are you going?
Where are you going?
Know what I do? Where are you going to? Like you, I do. Go I with you?
Yay! Perfect. We have a dangling participle.
Well, that was certainly interesting. It looks like Alexander now has
Yep.
a passenger.
Alright, that's kind of clever. I'm liking these puzzles.
One end of the creature resembles a miniature dragon, while the other looks like a possum. What a strange-looking fellow.
This is way better than King's Quest V for now. Liking it very much.
Alexander.
Do you have
A regular abnormality?
First of all, the soft locks, like this.
Let me see what I
And the
have.
cliffs. Oh god, the cliffs. Can't wait.
I found this little fellow lost on another island.
Coming home I am too.
There you are, you naughty boy. I told you not to leave the island.
Glad I am seeing you too.
A most solemn celebration.
So, you found my dangling participle.
It
I suppose
is.
I'll have to give you something. Let's see now. Was it a rare book you wanted?
Yes, sir.
Well, then none of these will do. They've been sitting in the sun far too long and must be well cooked by now.
Give us something good.
This one is far more rare. A delicious little tidbit.
Thanks.
What is it?
Alexander is carrying a rare book from the bookworm. The words in the binding are very faint. The something riddle book. Alexander opens the rare book and looks inside. The book contains riddles and has a page missing. Alexander glances at a few of the conundrums, but finds himself more curious about the one that is missing. What was the riddle, he wonders? More importantly, what was the answer?
We might never know. So, we can even read one riddle?
The book. What was? The book contains what was
No.
the book? What?
Okay, never mind.
Alexander invests. The spider who lives there is not amused. Alexander feels the tiny pinprick of the spider's bite and the slow burning of her poison.
Do 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 do. Okay, that was kind of worth it.
Tickets only. Next.
Why do you think they call her a widow?
That's not even a joke.
So there you are, handsome.
Exactly. That's it's not a joke. They really they didn't want to do anything.
Hey, don't touch that thread.
Don't touch that dial.
Alexander snatches the scrap of parchment, curious to see what's written on it.
Ah, that's a missing page. The answer is love.
The wind blows the scrap of paper from Alexander's hand, but he remembers what it said well enough.
Okay, what was that? Was that important? So we couldn't sell it otherwise? Okay, let me go back to the bookshop and then call it.
Alexander.
What's that? Something new.
It's a proclamation. It reads, "Citizens rejoice, announcing the royal wedding and coronation of Wazir Abdul al-Hazred and Princess Kasima. For reasons of security, the wedding will not be open to the public. Long live the..." Alexander feels his stomach turn at the thought of the dread event. If he doesn't do something soon, Kasima will be another man's wife.
Baby, don't hurt me. Cedric, don't hurt me, rather. Cedric, don't hurt me no more.
Jolo, how fare you? And
Prince Alex, how I fare is close to boiling. Have you seen the wedding proclamations around the village? I've heard rumors of the wedding, of course, but I didn't want to believe it, and I never thought it would be so soon.
Kasima, married. Oh, it is an unpleasant thing to swallow, friend. If only I knew Kasima wished. Tell me about the Wazir, John.
The Wazir? Now there's a dangerous subject. His name is Abdul al-Hazred.
Adavis.
He came to the kingdom 15 years ago. The king was fascinated by his knowledge and his fine-sounding idea. It didn't take long for al-Hazred to convince the king to trust him with the minor problems of daily government. You see, Caliph had a wife and a new daughter he wanted to spend time with.
And now?
Well, he's had his eye on Kasima ever since she was a young girl.
That's Jafar all over.
Is the only thing between him and the throne.
Do you think he means to harm her?
Oh, I honestly don't know. I think he'd rather keep her as wife. But whatever.
Ah, there was a potential soft lock point. Wow. I risked it.
It's his way.
Perhaps he has charmed her.
The Wazir is capable of anything. And Kasima must be vulnerable and lonely right now. Still, she has always instinctively distrusted him. Kasima has a good head on her shoulders. I'd be surprised if she's truly fallen for his words of love. I must return to the castle, Prince Alex. To your wanderings.
Wow.
May we both
okay. That was risky. I wanted to give him the ribbon, but never mind. Okay, let's give him...
I found this rare book.
Very interesting. Oh, it is a wonderful riddle book. Riddles are much more marketable than spells these days.
Really?
I guess people believe more in mirth than in magic. Here is the spell book you wanted.
I certainly hope so. We shall see how rusty my spell casting truly is.
Okay. I guess that's a good point to call it. Spellcasting time. All right, that was some King's Quest 6. I have to say again, so far, I'm liking it. I'm having fun. I'll probably regret saying this when the cliffs happen or later, but so far, yeah. Definitely better than King's Quest 5. I'm looking forward to the rest of the game, which is more than I could say for Curandia and most of the other stuff that I played. So I'm happy. Anyway, we'll continue this Thursday. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, ATM. Thank you, the rest of the chat, for watching. See you Thursday, same time. We'll continue with the King's Quest. Thank you again. Ciao.